Questions?
Assalamu alaikum. Brother, could you please explain the importance of Dawa over Islaah in context with Surah Abasa?
The sister that question, what is the importance of Dawa over Islaah in context to Surah Abasa? If you know the background of Surah Abasa, chapter number 80, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was speaking to the chiefs of Makkah, mainly mushriks, and while he was speaking to them, a Muslim who was blind, he comes and interrupts. And the Prophet, he frowns. An ayah was revealed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that why did he frown? The reason here that if you analyze for a layman, when he's speaking to any VIP, whether it be a minister or a prime minister or an important person, and if some commoner comes and interrupts, it is but natural, the reaction would be that he would frown. So for a layman, for a common man to do this, it is natural. But for the Prophet, because Allah says in Surah Qalam, chapter number 68, verse number 4, thou art standeth on the highest standard of character. Allah says in Surah Azab, chapter number 33, verse number 21, that verily in the Prophet will you find the most beautiful pattern of conduct. So because he was on a different level, for him frowning, an ayah was revealed, that why did he frown? Not that he did a sin, not that it was a mistake for a normal human being, but because his caliber is so high, for a person of his caliber, frowning did not suit him. Not that it was a sin, not that it was a mistake. And whenever the Prophet saw this man, he always said, because of you, Allah remembered me. And he appointed him as the governor of one of the places. So here we get the context that this was trying to show the stature of the Prophet's character. And again, it gives the second indication. This indicates also that this Quran wasn't written by Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. If he would have written it, he would have put this verse in the Quran. Why will he put a verse in the Quran which is actually telling him that what he did was not right? It wasn't a mistake, it wasn't a sin, but it was a reminder for him. So sister, in this context, if someone comes and tells me, that doesn't it mean that Islaah is better than Dawah? No, here this verse is mainly concentrating on the Prophet's stature. Whatever you're doing, Dawah or Islaah, if you would have told him nicely that, please excuse me. So the verse was revealed only telling him that because of his stature, today suppose I am speaking with a non-Muslim and if a Muslim comes and interrupts me, if he hasn't taken an appointment, even I would not like it. That doesn't mean no, because the Prophet said even you should stop doing dawah and speak to the Muslim. And the verse continues, you may never know who may get hidayah. That is it. Hidayah is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But we have a choice. So here we realize that for the Prophet, because his stature was so high. But again, that does not mean that you rebuke any Muslim. But suppose I have taken an appointment and speaking to a non-Muslim. And I remember a similar thing happened in Oman, that I extended one day to speak to the Hindu community only. And unfortunately, someone told one of the clubs, one of the other Muslim groups, that Dr. Zakir Naik was coming at the same time. I said, impossible. I haven't come to, no, but that person, he told on his own free will. You go and ask him. I didn't tell him I'm going to come. Finally, I gave them a time in the morning. I said, this is more important for me. This non-Muslim gathering is more important for me. Even if the king or the sultan calls me, I will not go. So here we realize that that doesn't mean that if anyone calls you, anyone interrupts, you can leave the dawah. In Islam, both are important, dawah and Islaah. But if there's a need, for example, if a patient comes with a small cough or cold, or if he has a small bruise, a small cut, and another person comes with a heart attack, a doctor is supposed to treat both. But if the time is limited and he has to choose one, he has to first treat the heart attack patient. The person with a small cut which requires 1 or 2 stitches, even if it doesn't stitch him, it will not be a major problem. A heart attack, the person may die. Fine? So similarly here, the people who are non-Muslims, they are doing shirk. To see to it that the stop shirk is more important as a general rule. In some specific cases, it may change, but as a general rule, in these cases, but natural, conveying the message to the non-Muslims is more important. But that does not mean you neglect the Muslims. But if the time is limited and you can do only one out of the two, then do the one which is more important. Hope that answers the question.